The thought of farming does not appeal to many young people who would rather prefer to pursue upmarket jobs. But the reality remains that more people are needed to take up farming as Ghana strives to attain food security. On World Food Day, Joy News' Adelaide Arthur explores how a school farm is helping to feed students of Okuapemman Senior High School and whipping up interest in farming among the next generation.
It's time for lunch, and local delicacy wache is on the menu on Fridays at the Okuapemman Senior High School in the Eastern region. The meal is served with eggs from the school's poultry farm, which was started 4 years ago. Each of the 2,500 students is fed at least 1 egg every week. This is why authorities consider the school's farm project a relevant endeavor.
It comes to support in the nourishment of the students. We are already selling some of the produce. We are not just selling to the public, we are also delivering to sister schools. At least we have 3 schools where they come to pick eggs here to feed their students.
Here at the livestock farm, there are about 50 goats and sheep, 19 rabbits, 36 ducks, and more than 2,200 fowls.
They've been here for 1 year, 4 months, and they are still laying. But the point is, in no time, we would have to dispose them because they've been laying for quite some time. And economically, it will not be prudent to keep the birds because their laying efficiency will drop, but they'll be consuming the same quantity of feed. This breed is a Bovan's gold line. They are very good layers. These are rabbits, and we use these ones for practical lessons for both agric students and non-agric students. Now, when students come here, what we take them through is they first have to know the breed and the type of rabbit. Then we take them through feeding, the importance of even keeping the rabbits.
Farm hands do a lot of the work, but students also spend a few hours here each week helping to feed the livestock.
I'm very proud to be an agri student. Our teachers teach us how to feed them, give them water, and there's some vaccinations, how to make sure the farm is clean.
During the weekends, we, the students, come here at 7:30 to give a helping hand. I would like to be an extension officer in future, but with that, I'll be having a backyard poultry farm, which will enable me get some source of meat and eggs for my home. Working over here gives you the first hand, upper hand for you to know some management practices. You will be able to go into poultry production. So if you are able to feed them, vaccinate them, and do a lot of stuff over here, you'll be able to go into the production with ease.
Mixed cropping. What is mixed cropping?
Mixed cropping is a system of farming in which the farmer cultivates different kinds of crops on the same piece of land.
These first-year agricultural science students are starting to learn the basics in farming. Their classroom is sited close to the farm, which school authorities say is convenient as the students are exposed as much as possible to practical agricultural work.
The intent is to expose all the students to gain experience and then take delight in raising animals, in farming. So we don't just involve the agric students, but all other students come on board. But due to the sensitive nature of the birds, we don't usually allow non-agric students close to birds. However, on the other crop farms, there is a schedule where students from the other departments have their turns in going to the farms.
Okuapemman is also a model school, which is piloting the Food Farms for Schools project, a component of government's Planting for Food and Jobs policy. 2 weeks ago, students planted 3 acres of maize. They expect to harvest around mid-December. This will be their second harvest.
We have about 5-acre land, but at the moment we have 3 under cultivation. The other 2 was cultivated during the major season, and then the 3 is for the lean season. At the moment we are shelling the one that we harvested from the major season, and hopefully by January, when students come back, it will be ready for use in the kitchen to feed the students. We intend adding cassava so that we go into gari processing, since it forms one of the major food items used in the school.
The students come here often to care for the plants.
We started with preparation of the land, and the preparation was done by the school laborers. And then the planting too was done by some of the staff and then students. The required seed to plant is, the maximum one is 3, and then the minimum maybe 2. So because the students, some of them don't know how to, they do the wrong things instead of doing the right thing. So they planted more than required seed. Yeah. So we have to thin out, and then the thinning out is the process of removing the excess seed germinated from seedlings, yeah, from the stand, per stand, so that they will get amount of air.
Extension officers from the Agriculture Department of the Okuapem North Municipal Assembly pay frequent visits to the farm, providing useful advice on how to manage the maize farm. After inspecting the farm on Friday, they advised it was time to protect the young plant against fall armyworms, which have devastated many maize farms across the country.
During my field visit today, we didn't see anything, but we want to be more proactive so we don't have any attack. So we are planning to apply a pesticide that is designed to combat the fall armyworm to the plant within the next 2 days or 3, so that we'll be very sure we are safe against the armyworm attack.
Authorities say the school farm could still use support from the public to help scale up this admirable project.
Quite a number of our structures are run down to the extent that where we want to permanently keep our ruminants, the building is not roofed presently. So a shed over that will come in very handy. Again, one of the large structures that would have wished to put in beds there is also not very ready. So if that structure is also renovated and put into convenient use, then we'll be able to do what we intend doing. Again, the classroom that we use, which is on the agric farm, it is dwarfed wall. Anytime it rains, it puts some difficulty in handling classes in there.
Check the ones that are diseased and weak.
For this school, the focus is to generate interest in farming among young people and ultimately raise a generation of individuals who are passionate about producing food and not afraid to get their hands dirty.